Hey, this is JC at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That's Toledo, Ohio, 436-17419-531-6097. My last video was with the Teen Titans. First, I forgot to point out in this issue number here, issue number 8, as they're fighting these brown shirt thugs, one of them wants to give Robin a tar facial. Man, I'm sure Robin doesn't want a facial. He sure doesn't want a tar facial. But we're talking about the X-Men this time, and the small group of X-Men comics I have, number 36. Unfortunately, got a piece cut out there. This issue is not in that great a shape, so it's going to sell fairly cheap. But one of the good things, again, some of these comics, it might be cheap, but you might buy them because of cool stuff like this here. Some of these house ads or some of these ads. You know, Marvel superheroes are on TV, and it lists some of the stations that it was on TV at. Toledo's not part of that. And then also the bullpen bulletins. Those things are very cool as well. So it might be, you might not be buying the comic for the comic itself. You might be buying it for some of the cool stuff on the inside there. It talks about John Romita taking over Spider-Man. You got Spider-Man 43. Again, you've got these cool ads here as well. Cool ad for what was going to be on CBS on Saturday mornings, because that was the only time, that and Sunday mornings, the only time as a kid that you got to see cartoons way back in the early days when dinosaurs roamed the earth, as you saw in that picture there. You got this issue 48. You got a John Romita cover. The X-Men have kind of broken up because Magneto, as Professor X, supposedly was thought of that he died. You got Caputo. You've got Jean Grey. They're like, man, what's so special about her? She's fresh, boss lady, like an Easter bunny or a oven hot biscuit. And look at that. She is pretty hot. Bam, a winner. That's some talent there. There they got her in other swimsuits. And then Scott shows up. Look at it. He wants to take her out and have dinner at 8, and then you got plenty of time for stuff later. But Scott's being, the girls are coming on to Scott, and Jean's like, you know, now she's jealous. Says, before you start planning any safaris, know this: you're poaching on my preserve, and you're hunting way out of season. All right, Scott's getting something. Good for you, Scott. Pete Duncan dropout. You have these ads here, Cheerios, very informative, scientific ads. Again, the bullpen bulletins. These things are so cool. Talk about Johnny Craig. Got Spider-Man down to number 65. And look, we got a letter from Tony Isabella, who went on to create Black Lightning, work for DC, do some work for Marvel. And what's even better, look at this ad here. You can buy yourself some sweatshirts, buy yourself some Marvel pillows, and you can see this was damaged, water damage. So, boo, boo, boo. Got a backup here with the Beast. This kid's selling grit. He looks familiar. I think he used to come in my store. I think he's might be a shop steward or something. Issue number 49. Got a Jim Steranko cover. Arnold Drake doing the artwork. Arnold Drake wrote it. Don Heck doing the artwork. Angel's in his new outfit. They need to change that outfit. Got Mesmero. First appearance of Lorna Dane without the green hair. Her first appearance. Got this really cool ad. Again, talking about the ads that are really cool. You know, this cool ad for Spectacular Spider-Man number 2, the magazine, that short-lived magazine from Marvel, the Green Goblin. Very cool ad. And again, you got another Tony Isabella. That's two comics, two X-Men comics with Tony Isabella ads. And again, you've got these great great Marvel bullpen bulletins and stand soapbox. The rest of the origin of the beast. He pops somebody, a little baby pops somebody in the jaw. Better watch out for that little baby. His dad got exposed to radiation, so that's why he's all became the beast. She comes out of the shower. The beast is there. You know, hold it, you're not Bobby. You know, it's my lifelong secret. I was born this way. I died to avoid attracting the curious. And Beast is like, yeah. We're going to see how far that die has gone. We've got the X-Men number 62. This is a Neil Adams. This is the only Neil Adams issue I have in here now. Strikes Kazar. And you had Sauron. Sauron showed up in there. You got Angel with that outfit there. Neil Adams designed, and then Neil Adams designed a much better classic. There's the classic Angel outfit that Neil Adams designed. We saw that Magneto is the villain behind all this. And there's great dinosaurs that they're fighting. Lots of great dinosaurs. There you got the ABC Super Sunday, Casper, Smokey the Bear. Not quite superheroes on there. You got the Fantastic Voyage. You got Zabu there. Again, the bullpen bulletins. They do have in here death of one of their George Klein, associated for the bullpen as a penciler and inker. Rest in peace, George Klein. They put that in there. And it talks about Archie Goodwin and what he's up to. And because you demand it, monthly Silver Surfer now is 15 cents. It was 25 cents. It was oversized, but that was too much for people. Neil Adams drawing a Tyrannosaurus. Let's move on to the next one. These are the reprints. They did reprints of the X-Men for a very long time before the new X-Men came around in issue 94. Actually, their first appearance was, of course, Giant Size X-Men 1, but 94 was the first of the series to feature the new X-Men. Got Kirby. Well, this is Jake Gavin. Kirby didn't do this, although looks very Kirby-ish at times. Got these reprints. Got Lucifer and how Professor X lost the use of his legs. Again, the great bullpen bulletins. Spidey number 99. You got this portfolios. The Spidey portfolio, Daredevil portfolio, John Romita, $1.75. Yes, I would like to buy those for $1.75. Next issue of the X-Men. Again, you got the Locust shows up in there. Got Spidey 101. I saw a Spidey 100. I'm not sure where that went. An ad for Defenders. Maybe these books are out of order. Maybe somebody got my books out of order once again. I could swear there's a number 100 that was that's in the annuals. That's where I saw it. They fight the Locusts. Again, you could buy, as a kid, you could buy this Polaris submarine, and you and a friend could go out into the middle of the lake and drown in it. Number 76. This is reprints the first appearance of the Banshee. It's got a great Gil Kane cover. The Banshee, they drew him very Irish-looking, stereotypical. He's very, look at him. Arr, give me Lucky Charms. Ooh. You know, just very the stereotypes were alive and well. Mimics in here, makes appearance. You got a great Arnold Schwarzenegger ad in here, and he's named as Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's actually an ad. He's got this holding this great looking girl in one arm and flexing his muscles in the other. And it looks like she's got her knees are a little bruised or something. I wonder how that happened. Issue number 77. Now, the Super Adaptoid. This is, I believe, George Tuska and the Vinnie Coletta cover. You can tell Vinnie Coletta inks. Titans Clash. Mimic is fighting the Super Adaptoid, kicking these others' asses until, and then there's the original cover there. until he lost some of his powers. And the Super Adaptoid lost his powers as well. Here it talks about Ghost Rider. You got Spider-Man 111. Gary Conway. Great stuff. Yes. Time for food, isn't it? It's number 82. You got Tyrannus. And the Mole Man makes an appearance in here as well. They're sitting around and they're all bummed out because they got their butts handed to them again. Bullpen bulletins, no Stan soapbox this time. Some great reprints. You got number 84. Didn't really occur to me at the time. This is a Ross Andru cover. You can certainly tell if you're familiar with Ross Andru's artwork. This is Ross Andru, and Ross did the inside also. I read this when I was a kid, really before I was aware of who Ross Andru was. I mean, I knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was. But looking at this, taking back some memories. See, Ross Andru. So that could be a trivia question. Has Ross Andru ever drawn the X-Men? You got Ross Andru did the art on this also with inked by Don Heck. So Ross did it for a little while. Don Heck's inks are very overpowering. I mean, there's some stuff you can tell this is Ross, but it's just because of that that you can tell this is Ross. But very overpowering inks. And then in here, bad news, it seems, never travels alone. 2 months ago, talked about the passing of Bill Everett, and then Sid Shores died on Sunday, June 3rd, 1973. He worked on Captain America, Red Wolf, many other issues. 4th issue, Monsters Unleashed, is where Sid's final work will appear. Unfortunately, these artists, for the most part, because of the way they're paid, would work until they died. You know, very sad. Work until the day they actually died. But you can tell Ross Andru, again, you can tell this is Ross Andru's artwork. And then you got number 87, the end of the dreaded Mutant Master, and where the X-Men get new costumes. Talks about the Marvel Value Stamp number 100. It's got this great Steve Ditko backup story. Mr. Universe. Steve Ditko and Stan Lee, originally presented in Amazing Adventures number 10. You got this guy, this Carl Craig, the most powerful man on Earth. Boo! I was afraid that creep would win. Bah! I don't know, good crumb like him have to be a Hercules. Look at him gloat. Yeah, she's thinking, yeah. Stand aside, suckers. Haha, let a real man pass. We knew you'd take your victory like a real sport, Craig. Hey, it's Carl Craig. He wants to do her. Look at her. She's excited to see him. You can tell she's excited. Her eyes say no, but the excitement says yes. Gets kidnapped by his aliens after he pushes his brother off. His brother needs some money. He lost his job, and his sister is ill, and he throws him out. Oh, my own brother Saab. It's like he could care less. Mr. Earth? A chance for me to be real Mr. Universe. The funny thing is, he looks like my buddy Butch that lives out in Vegas. Him and his wife and his son Joe. That looks a lot like Butch right there. I have to let our friend Leo, that he would probably tell. Leo's a bit of a bodybuilder himself, so he can see that's Butch's face, but he knows that's not Butch's body. Again, you got the Banshee in here, makes an appearance. Everybody's back. Who did the art on this? Don Heck, Vinnie Coletta. Let's see here. Where is it at? Got the introduction of the new costumes. And then we've got Giant Size Special, or Giant Size Annual number 1. Reprints a couple of classic X-Men stories where they meet the Avengers, and then the origin of the Sinister Stranger. And Lucifer's in there as well. Got Spider-Man number 89. Look at those great posters you could buy for $1.50. All four for $1.50. All four for $1.50 plus 50 cents. I wonder if they would honor if I would send some money into them. You got the Stranger. Looks a little bit like Bob Ross there. Wicked Bob Ross. Cyclops has gone crazy. And this issue here, everybody is miscolored. You got Cyclops shooting his optic beams. They're not yellow, it's supposed to be red. And then you see Magneto back here. Well, the Scarlet Witch, she doesn't have black hair. Magneto is miscolored, so whoever the colorist was probably had some, Stan had his nephew do it or something. And then you got Margaret Thatcher, that she's running the house. She wants Bob Ross to give him some money. He pulls out a bunch of cabbage to give to her, and she's all happy then. It's like, get the hell out of here, Margaret. Go govern the UK or something. But again, you got the Avengers taking on the X-Men, and then got King Size Special number 2. Got a John Romita cover. More supervillains you can shake any X-Men at. You've got the Porcupine, you've got the Scarecrow, you've got the Eel, you've got the Unicorn, you've got the Plant Man, and you got Count Nefero behind it all. Fight it, we fall. Jean got some bad news. She must leave the X-Men forever. Here we got issue 100. The greatest of the great, the sensational, sensating 100th anniversary issue, featuring the most believable ending of all time. Truly a must. And you got more art portfolios by John Romita and Herb Tramp. Wish I could buy these things. Save $1, order both. $4 for both. For both. Allow 1 to 2 weeks for delivery. Holy crap. Add 75 cents for Canadian and European orders. Hey, Paul, Alfred, Hank, order a crap load of these things. I'll buy some off you next time I'm over there. But it's a great reprint book. There's Count Nefero. There's the villains behind them. They defeated the X-Men pretty easily. Pretty easily. The Unicorn's not. He's trying to cool his head down. Doesn't work. But they defeated them very easily. But that's it for these videos. If you like these videos, certainly subscribe. And if you subscribe, certainly hit and smash that bell for notifications. We'll have these comics priced up, bagged and priced up later today. So they'll be available for sale. And I've got so many more to try to get to. It's just a matter of time. Time is the one thing that doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter how rich, how powerful, how intelligent, how dumb, how poor. Time is the one thing that everybody gets equal amount of. Nobody can buy any more time than anyone else. Nobody can say, hey, I am wealthy, I am going to buy myself an extra 6 hours a day. Nope, everybody gets the same amount of time. So that makes us all equals there. But other than that, thank you and enjoy the content.